please keep your voice loud and clear into the microphone? I know it's a little awkward because you're looking this way, so you have to keep your voice even louder.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you please tell the jurors your name?
Camila Alvarez.
Do you go by a nickname?
Yes, Cami.
How old are you?
21 years old.
Do you go to school?
Yes.
Where do you go to school?
Florida State University.
What year are you in?
Going into my senior year.
Could you tell the jurors what is it that you're studying?
Studying public relations.
And what's your plans post-college?
Hopefully go to law school. I'm studying for the LSAT this summer.
What do your parents do?
They're both lawyers. Thank you.
Could you tell us, what are you doing this summer?
Yeah, I'm studying for the LSAT pretty much. That's the gist of it.
I think we've all been there. Done that. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about where did you grow up?
I grew up here, specifically Coral Gables. I live there.
What high school did you attend?
Our Lady of Lourdes Academy.
Okay. When did you graduate high school?
2023.
Growing up, were you friends with a girl by the name of Ceci Pino?
Yes.
Did you ever meet her parents?
Yes.
What are her parents' names?
Ceci Pino, George Pino. Cecilia.
Do you see George Pino in court today?
Yes.
Could you please point to and describe what he's wearing?
He's wearing a blue tie, suit.
Stipulate.
So identified.
How did you distinguish between Mrs. Pino and her daughter?
I say Ceci mama and Ceci hija, so Ceci mother and Ceci daughter.
Okay. I want to read you a list of names of girls and ask if you are either friends or acquaintances with them. Lucy Fernandez.
Yes. Would you like me to specify whether I was friends or acquaintances with her, or just simple yes or no?
What was your relationship with Lucy Fernandez like?
We were friends.
I'm going to show you an exhibit that's in evidence. It states number one. Is this a picture of Lucy when she was alive?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you guys go to school together?
Yes.
Were you close friends?
I would say so, yes.
What about a girl by the name of Katerina or Kati Puig? Were you friends?
Yes.
What about Isabella Mia Rodriguez?
Yes.
What about Natalia Reed or Nati?
Yes.
Coco Aguilar?
Yes.
Andrea Knopfler?
Yeah.
Sarah Gutierrez?
Yes, sorry.
That's okay. Paula Pau Garcia?
Yes.
Claudia Portocarrero?
Yes.
Carolina Monterrey?
Yes.
And Ceci Iha?
Yes.
Little Ceci?
Yes.
Okay. I want to show you an exhibit. It states Exhibit 1O for identification. Are these the names of the girls that I just read out in addition to a couple of other people?
Yes.
Who are the other people that we didn't just name that were your friends from school or what have you?
Cecilia Pino, adult, and George Pino.
Okay. On September 4th of 2022, did you go on a boat owned by George Pino with the people listed on this exhibit?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, I move states 1O for identification and evidence.
No objection.
Without objection.
1O marked for ID, States Exhibit 8, in evidence.
So let's talk about the weekend that you went on that boat trip with all these people that were on that list that I just showed to you. Do you remember what grade you were in school?
Yes, I was a senior in high school.
Okay. Did you get invited to a birthday party that weekend?
Yes.
Okay. Whose birthday was it?
It was Ceci Iha's, Ceci daughter.
Okay. What was the purpose of the party?
It was just kind of to celebrate her birthday.
Where was it? Where did the party take place?
We would be in Ocean Reef.
Had you ever been to Ocean Reef before the time that you went for Little Ceci's party?
I had been there for the day, never overnight.
Okay. Could you tell the jurors, what was your understanding of what was going to happen over that weekend?
Pretty much that we were gonna drive to Ocean Reef that Saturday morning, spend the day there, spend the night in the house that they had at Ocean Reef. Following morning, we'd have morning mass, and then we'd go to the sandbar for the day. And I don't remember really the plans after that.
Okay. So on the afternoon of Sunday, September the 4th of 2022, is that when you went on the boat to go to the sandbar?
Correct.
Who operated that boat?
George Pino.
Did anybody else at any time steer or operate that boat?
No.
Was Mrs. Pino also there?
Yes.
Were any food or drinks provided on their boat?
Yes.
What do you remember?
I just vaguely remember Ceci mother offering food, and that's pretty much it. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Were there also drinks that were brought by the Pinos?
Yes.
Can you tell the jury what kind of drinks were provided?
All I remember is water and kind of mixed drinks, like maybe seltzers, that sort of kind.
When
Yeah.
you say seltzers, what do you mean?
Do like Truly, or also they had the hard lemonade.
Do those beverages contain any alcohol?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you wind up going to the sandbar that afternoon?
Yes.
Can you tell the jurors what kinds of things were going on at the sandbar?
Just kind of like nothing out of the ordinary, like people breaking off into groups, kind of conversation, like people just switching over, mostly like conversation, hanging out, I would say.
Okay. Were people drinking alcoholic drinks?
Yes.
Were you?
Yes.
Tell the jury about what you had to drink that afternoon.
I had those hard lemonades. That's what I remember. I don't remember if I had any other specified drinks, but I definitely remember drinking hard lemonade.
Who were you drinking with?
From what I remember, Caterina Puig and Paola Garcia.
Okay. Is there an expression you use called one for one?
Yes.
Can you tell the jurors, what does one for one mean?
So basically, one for one, I guess, means that when you have a drink, you have a partner per se, and you guys go one for one. So let's say I'm on my first drink and my partner's on their first drink as well. When both of you finish number one, you go to number two, and you don't go to the second one until that other partner is done with the first one. So you kind of match as you go. Was that clear enough?
I think so. How many of these one for one drinks do you think you had that afternoon?
I remember having 10.
Okay. Did the Pinos ever tell you, hey, you're not supposed to be drinking alcohol?
No.
By the time you leave the sandbar, how are you feeling?
I was feeling, impaired, I would say.
Okay. Had you ever consumed alcohol before?
Yes.
Does there come a time when everybody that went out on that boat all gathers back onto that boat?
Yes.
To get back to Ocean Reef?
Yes.
Okay. All the same people that went up with you are the same people who came back with you?
Correct.
Okay. Now, as you get up onto the boat, at some point, was a video taken of you and some of the other girls singing and dancing?
Yes.
Have you seen that video? In
Yes.
fact?
Yes.
I've shown that to you before?
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
And do you remember that video even as you're here today in 2026?
Yes.
I know that you don't have your initials on this, but on this CD or DVD, there is a video that I believe I showed you recently, yes?
Yes.
Judge, at this time, I'm going to move States 1R for identification, subject to linking it up.
No objection, subject to linking it up.
Just being linked, admitted.
1R marked for this, States Exhibit 9 in evidence.
Your Honor, may I have permission to publish?
You may.
Thank you. Your Honor, may the witness have permission to sit here just so she's able to see
Sure.
the video?
Sure, just keep your voice up, please.
Maybe too far. The video that was shot of you.
If you're enjoying this courtroom breakdown so far, hit that like button. It helps us bring you more real courtroom stories just like this one.
One of the girls that afternoon. Yes. Is Lucy in that video?
Yes.
Is Kati in that video?
Yeah.
Is little Ceci in that
I
video?
need to keep your voices up.
I'm so sorry, Judge.
Sorry. Yes.
Thank you. You can take your seat. Also, on that particular day, was a photograph taken of you with most of the other girls,
Yes.
showing counsel stakes 1F for identification. Alvarez, do you recognize this photograph?
Yes.
Is that a photograph taken of almost all of the girls that were at that party that at the sandbar?
Yes, ma'am.
I move states 1F for identification and evidence.
No objection.
Without objection.
1F, marked for ID, State's Exhibit 10 and evidence.
Ms. Alvarez, I want to ask if you will help me fill out on this photograph the names of the various girls who are depicted, okay? So let's start first with this young woman up at the top on the left. Who's that?
That's me.
Tammy?
Yes.
Who's next to you?
Coco.
Okay, the next row, who's in the pink hat?
Andrea Knopfler.
Who's got the pink glasses?
That's Kathy.
And who's next to Kati?
That's Claudia.
Okay, now over to the far left on the bottom. Who's that?
It's Sarah.
Do you know if it's S-A-R-A or S-A-R-A-H?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Who's next to Sarah?
It's Catherine.
Her real name is Carolina?
Yes.
And who's next to Carol?
That's Bob.
Who's on the end here in blue?
That's Nati.
Who's got the pink heart-shaped glasses at the bottom with a little tiara on?
That's Ceci.
Little Ceci.
Yes.
And finally, who's in the white bikini with the little flowers?
That's Lucy.
Everybody's properly.
Yes.
Now, there's one girl that you told us that was there that's not in this picture. Who was that?
Mia Rodriguez.
Was she the one who took the public photograph?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, when you all start to head back to Ocean Reef, do you remember if everybody sat in the same seats that they did going up to the sandbar?
I don't remember.
Do you have a recollection, though, of where you were?
Yes.
When you were coming back from the sandbar? Showing council states 1B for identification. I'm showing you an exhibit. It's labeled as 1V for identification. Is this an accurate depiction, basically, of the layout of Mr. Pino's boat?
Yes.
This time I move states 1V for identification and evidence.
Okay.
Without objection.
3 March 4G, States Exhibit 11 in evidence.
I'm going to ask you a couple of questions if you remember who was sitting where.
Okay.
Okay, first we have a circle here that says OP. Who was there?
George Pino.
Who was seated in the seat that has the number 1?
Ceci Mama, so mother.
Mrs. Pino?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember who was in seats 4, 5, or 6?
No.
But some of the girls were located there?
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about seats 13 to 12. Do you remember who was in those seats?
No.
How about seats 11 and 10?
Yes.
Okay, who was at seat 11?
Me.
Who was at seat 10?
Kathy.
Do you remember who was in seat 7?
That'd be Coco.
What about seats 2 and 3? Do you remember who was sitting in the back?
Yes.
Who?
2 would be Mia Rodriguez, and 3.
Sorry.
2 would be Mia Rodriguez, and 3 would be Sarah Guterres.
What about seat 8?
Got him up today.
And finally, seat 9, who was that?
Lucy.
This is an accurate depiction as best you remember?
Yes, ma'am.
I want to ask you a question. Gatti, Lucy, and Mia were all seated on the right hand or starboard side of the boat.
Yes.
Who were the 3 people that were the most injured after the boat crashed?
It would be them 3.
Mia, Lucy, and Gatti?
Yes.
So on the way back from the sandbar, did something catastrophic happen?
Yes.
What happened?
I just remember a jolting kind of feeling where I pop up and the boat starts to capsize.
Up until that moment, were you paying attention to where you were going?
No, ma'am.
Were you serving as a lookout to make sure that there was no danger ahead?
No, ma'am.
Would it be fair to say that you and the other girls were just exchanging, laughs and just hanging out together?
Yes.
After the boat struck something, did you know what it had hit?
No.
Did you eventually find out what it was that it hit?
Yes.
What was it?
A channel marker.
Okay. Did you notice those channel markers when you were heading up to the sandbar?
Not that I remember.
Were you paying attention to them on the way back?
No.
Were you the operator of the boat?
No.
After the boat struck an object that you realize now was the channel marker, can you describe as best you can, step by step, what happens?
Yes. So I remember kind of popping up to my feet. I'm looking around, I see George, and the boat starts to move. And I hear a loud scream, jump. So I just jump off the boat. I'm now in the water. I'm looking around, I see a lot of cushions in the water. And immediately I see Nathy Reed. She's like treading on water, panicking. She's in a panic attack, and she's not. And she's not staying afloat. She's bobbing in and out, not swimming. So immediately, simultaneously actually, Bao is screaming, Lucy, Lucy. And I tell her, I look around, I see who's around us, I see that some girls have been ejected from the boat like farther down. And I tell her, I said, go over there, just go and see if she's there. So as I send Bao off there, I turn around and I see Nathy, and I grab a cushion for her, like the seat cushions were afloat. I grab it for her, I give it to her, I said, you just gotta breathe, you gotta hold on to this, and you just gotta stay above water, just hold on and breathe. And she looks at me, I'm like, are you gonna be okay? She's like, okay, I'm okay, thank you. Like, okay. And then I hear some sort of like wailing kind of sound. I don't know how to describe it. I'm sorry, I can't go like more into detail, but it wasn't like a crying, it wasn't like a screaming, it was somewhere between. And I turn around and I see Mrs. Pino holding up Mia, or attempting to, Mia Rodriguez.
Do you need some water?
No, okay, thank you. Mia Rodriguez is covered with like blood. So is Miss Pino. Miss Pino's trying to hold her, but she can't. They're both kind of taking on water. Like, any minute now they were going to be completely submerged in. So back to cushions. Grabbed another cushion, put it under Mia to kind of lift her up and hold her above water to help Miss Pino. So it's us two now, kind of holding her up. And then some good Samaritans, I guess, had come into the water at that point, and they're like, "Here, just give her to us," and I kind of give her to them. And at that point, in that handoff, I hear Val. I'm assuming it was her, but I do hear someone telling me, "Lucy, Lucy, like, she's not here, she's not here." So I immediately turn around, go by myself, and I just start swimming. I just start swimming towards our boat, the one that's now completely capsized. And at that point I see George I'm getting closer now, I see George's hand on the boat. Just kind of like, and
I'm sorry.
yes,
Only
I can
because
stop.
we're in lawyer land where you
Oh,
have to
please.
speak out loud.
Oh, sorry.
What you just described.
I want to hear your thoughts on this. Based on everything you've heard so far, who do you believe bears the greatest responsibility for what happened that day? Drop your opinion in the comments.
Can you tell us what you saw? I think we all saw you, but just so that the record will be clear.
No,
What was
yes.
it that you saw the defendant George Pino doing?
I saw the boat completely flipped over, kind of like, I would describe it like a top of a shell, kind of. I just saw his hands kind of just on the boat now. It's completely flipped over and his hands are on the boat. And I just hear from a distance someone saying a check under the boat. And I don't remember anything else.
I want to ask you a question. It sounds like you were really involved in trying to help other people. Did you yourself get injured at all from this?
After everything, like when my dad got me, my head started, like my head definitely started to feel kind of pain, but during no.
And you also told the jurors that you'd had quite a bit of alcohol that afternoon. After that crash, did you still feel buzzed or impaired?
No. There was a point where I believe when the police got there, like on the boat, I kind of like let go, and I kind of felt like a fog. I don't know if you could put that in the impairment, but before then, no, I didn't feel buzzed at all or anything like that.
Do you feel like you had your adrenaline pumping through your body?
Most definitely, yes.
You indicated that you had seen the defendant right after the crash on the boat. What did you see of him at that moment?
I saw George passed out. He was stuck in the aisle of the boat, tangled in some wires. When I first saw him, I thought he had passed away due to impact.
Were you glad when you saw that he was actually outside the boat holding onto it?
100% yes.
Does there come a time when you see Lucy after this boat crash?
Yes.
Where do you see her first?
From what I remember, I see her on the boat that I'm on.
What's going on with Lucy on that boat?
They're attempting to give her CPR.
Do you remember initially if there were people that were not, like from fire rescue or police that were helping her?
Yes.
Okay, so it was other Good Samaritans?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you see how she wound up getting onto that boat?
No.
Aside from you and Lucy, was there anyone else from the boat crash that was on the same boat that you were on?
Yes.
Who?
Mrs. Pino.
Any other girls on that boat with you that were from the crash?
No.
Okay. Did the police wind up coming up to that boat?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember a helicopter hovering over that boat?
Yes.
What do you remember about that?
I just remember looking up and seeing a helicopter right above the boat that I'm on, and a man coming down a ladder, I would say, like rope kind of.
What happens once the police and the man that comes down from the helicopter get on the boat that you're on?
I'm sorry, can you ask the question again?
Of course. What happens once the police get to the boat that you're on and the guy from the helicopter comes down and they're now on that same boat with you and Mrs. Pino and Lucy? What's the next thing that happens?
They take Lucy and me and Mrs. Pino onto the police boat.
Where were you on the police boat?
So the center console is here. On the other side, towards the front, where they usually have a bench right there, that's where I was.
Okay. And where was Mrs. Pino?
Right next to me.
Where do the police take you and Lucy and Mrs. Pino?
Like
Not so much the name of it.
some
but like,
place, yeah, I don't know, I would say, like some station of sorts, I would say.
was there a place to dock boats?
Yes,
Was there like bathroom facilities there?
yes,
Did you see like grass around?
yes,
And is that where you wind up staying
yes,
for a while at least?
definitely.
Does there come a time a little after you arrive there that a lot of the other girls are brought to that location?
Yes.
Can you tell the members of the jury which girls do you remember, even if it's not all of them, do you remember any girls in particular that were brought by a second boat to that location?
I remember Ceci, little Ceci, and Claudia.
Did you ever see the defendant at that ranger area station?
Yes.
What did he look like when you saw him?
At this point, had been there alone for a little bit, and then George had come, and I kind of remember them, like, I couldn't talk to him at first, and then I ended up seeing him, and he was just kind of, it was a manner of shock, like, very slow. I remember, like, specifically, it looked like his eyes were, like, kind of coming out, and he was just like, Cammy, what happened? He was like, Lucy, she okay, where is she? And that's all I remember.
Eventually, do the police and fire rescue escort you and the other girls and Mr. Pino away from that ranger area?
Yes.
Did the police give you and the other girls anything to cover up with?
Yeah, some sort of like white blanket, I would say.
Up until that point, had you guys pretty much just still been in the same bikinis you were in for the party?
Yes.
Okay. Do the police take you to a marina that's on the mainland?
Yes, I believe it was Black Point.
Does somebody come and pick you up?
Yes. My dad.
All right, cross.
Yes, thank you.
Good afternoon, Ms. Alvarez. My name is Chanel Gomez, and I represent Mr. George Pino. We've never met before, right?
Correct.
We've never spoken.
Correct.
You used to play soccer with little Ceci, right?
Yes.
And when I say little Ceci, we all know we're talking about the daughter, and when I refer to the mom, I'll say Mrs. Pino.
Okay.
That's how you met little Ceci, right? Playing soccer.
Yeah.
And you used to consider little Ceci a good friend.
Definitely, yes.
You still consider her a friend?
Definitely.
And you still talk to little Ceci, right?
Yes.
You also know little Ceci's parents,
Yes.
Mr. Pino and Mrs. Pino.
Yes.
And you have known Mr. and Mrs. Pino for at least more than 5 years,
Yes.
since around 2021, that sound right?
Yes.
And you've visited the home of Mr. and Mrs. Pino.
Yes, ma'am.
Do your parents know little Ceci's parents?
Yes.
And before September 4th, 2022, before that, had you been on a boat before?
Yes.
You've been on a boat several times.
Definitely, yeah.
You think around 30 to 40 times is...
I would say yes.
Okay. And so you have some familiarity with boats.
Correct.
A little bit of experience. So I want to talk now about that weekend, Labor Day weekend, September 2022. So you went to Ocean Reef Club to celebrate little Ceci's birthday.
Yes.
You girls all had like a slumber party of sorts.
Correct.
And your parents knew that you were going to be staying with the Pino family?
Yes.
Did your parents accompany you that weekend?
No.
Did your parents know that you were going to be taking a boat ride with Mr. Pino that weekend?
Yes.
And did they allow you to do so?
Yes.
They allowed you to travel to Ocean Reef and do this boat ride?
Correct.
Your parents trusted Mr. Pino with your safety. Judge, objection?
Sustained.
So at the sandbar that day, you all went to Billy's Point. That's the name of the sandbar. You were at the sandbar after you left Ocean Reef Club.
Yes.
There were other boats at the sandbar, correct?
Yes.
There was A.J. Suarez's boat. Mr. Fernandez also had a boat there as well. So there were other adults.
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Pino were not the only adults that were at the sandbar and were part of that group that weekend.
Correct.
And you were all hanging out together.
Yes.
So you testified a little bit about how you had engaged in some drinking that day. And some of the other boys and girls, they also were engaged in some drinking.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
When you were done drinking, whether it was a glass or a container, you had to throw away that container, right?
Correct.
And you would toss, we're going to call it the empties, you would toss the empty, let's say on whatever boat was nearest to you when you were done consuming that beverage.
Yes.
And so if you were closest to Mr. Pino's boat, you would toss the empty on there.
Correct.
And you tossed a lot of empty containers on Mr. Pino's boat.
Yes.
And you also saw other boys and girls and other people toss empties on Mr. Pino's boat.
Yes.
You estimate that a lot of these empty alcohol containers were tossed on Mr. Pino's boat.
Yes.
And that's because you were hanging around near his boat for a lot of the time.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you see Mr. Pino drinking alcohol that day?
Not that I recall, no.
Now I want to talk a little bit about the boat ride on the way to Billy's Point. You were on Mr. Pino's boat, correct?
Yes.
And Mr. Pino was operating the vessel.
Yes.
On the way to Billy's Point, did Mr. Pino drive his boat in any way that made you feel unsafe?
No.
Did you feel that Mr. Pino was driving too fast?
No.
So you felt safe when Mr. Pino was driving his boat on the way to Billy's Point?
Yes.
You felt comfortable?
Correct.
And now before leaving Billy's Point, I know, you spent some time at the sandbar, you spent a few hours there, right?
Yes.
Before leaving Billy's Point, did you have any reason to believe that Mr. Pino was impaired by alcohol?
No.
Okay, now you were also on Mr. Pino's boat on the way back from Billy's Point.
Yes.
Correct. And I want to talk before the accident, before the crash. When Mr. Pino was driving his boat back from Billy's Point, did you feel that he was driving in a dangerous way?
No.
Did you sense that he was operating the boat in an excessive speed?
No.
Did you feel unsafe in any way?
No.
Was there anything about the way that Mr. Pino was operating his boat that it made you feel an accident could have happened?
No, ma'am.
Did you sense that Mr. Pino was operating his boat in a way that put other people in danger?
No.
So you also felt safe during the ride back from Billy's Point into the marina?
Yes.
You felt comfortable as well?
Yes.
And now just before the accident, if you can remember, just before, do you remember did you notice an increase of speed?
Can you clarify that? Because when you get on a boat, like you slow and then you start to go faster. Do you mean that specific time or
Of
closer
course,
to?
of course. No, right before the accident.
No.
No, you didn't sense any kind of increase of speed. Now, on that ride back from Billy's Point, was there a time that someone instructed everyone to sit down?
Yes.
You recall that?
Yes.
And did you follow the instruction and sit down?
Yes.
And did everyone around you also sit down?
From what I recall, yes.
And on that point, did everybody have their own space to sit on the boat?
Yes.
Were you sitting on anyone's lap?
No.
Was anyone sitting on your lap?
No.
And you didn't see anyone else, sitting in that way?
Not that I recall, no.
Okay. Did the actual impact, it came as a surprise to you, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And after the impact, you were not ejected from the boat. You stayed on the boat.
Correct.
And you saw Mr. Pino stay on the boat as well.
Yes.
And you testified that he was knocked unconscious.
Correct.
His eyes were closed.
Yes.
You testified that you thought he actually died as a result of the impact.
Yes.
One moment, Your Honor. No further questions. Thank you so much for your time, Ms. Alvarez.
Thank you.
Ms. Alvarez, when you were out there on that sandbar, are you hanging out with the adults mostly, or are you hanging out with the other girls and the boys that are your age?
I don't remember.
Were you keeping track of what George Pino's actions were out on that sandbar?
No.
Was he the reason why you were there? Or were you there to be with your friends?
I was there for Ceci.
Now, are you saying that the defendant consumed no alcohol, or just that you don't know if you ever saw him drinking alcohol?
Not that I know of.
I'm sorry?
Not that I know of. Yeah, I don't recall seeing.
Okay. Now, I think you already had explained to us that you were seated, as according to this diagram, in the seat that's number 11. Is that fair to say?
Yes, ma'am.
And so as you're seated in seat number 11 and you look in front of you, do you see what's ahead of the boat?
No.
What do you see when you're looking up in front of you?
Mainly the ground. I'm looking more down.
So are you paying attention to exactly how George Pino was operating that boat?
No.
Did you trust that he was operating it safely 9 seconds before that crash?
Yeah.
Did you trust that he was operating it safely 8 seconds before the crash?
I wasn't really telling the time. I'm sorry. I don't really understand the question.
Let me take you this way, okay? There was a crash, yes?
Correct.
1 second before that crash, were you worried about whether or not George Pino was operating that boat safely?
No.
2 seconds before the crash, were you worried that he was operating it unsafely?
No.
3, 4, 5 seconds, were you worried he wasn't operating it safely?
Same answer, no.
Because you thought that he was operating that vessel safely, right?
Correct.
Did you trust that he, with you and his wife and his daughter and all those other kids, that he would safely navigate that boat?
Yes.
No other questions.
All right, thank you. The witnesses excused. Watch yourself.
Thank you.